Hello. Everybody young, hello. Hi. It's Sunday! Also known as a day I usually don't stream. However, I am currently in my college semester, so y'all gotta have to deal with it. And for anyone wondering, Skelly, why are you doing assignments while alive? It's simple. These are worksheets that I can do. You know, while I am live, because it doesn't really mention anything about, like, you know, like the name of my of the institution I attend, nor does it really mention. And I can also do this without doxing myself, like my actual legal name, because I like to mention that I go by a nickname. And I'm perfectly okay with people referring to me by my nickname if they, like, know me from real life. As long as they refer to me by the nickname I've been going by since middle school, I'm perfectly okay with that. I just don't want them referring to me by my legal name because it's a logistical nightmare. Let's just say that. But anyway, greetings. Hello. I hope everyone here is doing well. I know I wasn't able to go live last week. Like, I planned on doing that, but my dad wanted to go get some stuff because he was replacing all the doorknobs in the house. And he had some that he needed to pick up. So that's why I was not live last week. I was planning on probably doing some art, maybe, last week, but I'm planning on doing some art on the 21st, so in 2 weeks from now. For some of y'all, that will be the 22nd because I know some of y'all are, like, not in the continental, like, in the same hemisphere as me. So, yeah. But anyway, to explain what I'm doing. What you doing, Mags? Sorry, I got distracted by a cat. But anyway, to explain what I am doing today, I have a few things that I'm doing in here. And this is like these are worksheets for my first aid and CPR class. And there are more than these, but this is like, the ones that I plan on doing today are a good chunk of the, worksheets that I have not done. I've done 3 so far. And I'm probably going to... So I actually downloaded a second. I accidentally downloaded this again. Because I didn't realize I already had this downloaded. But essentially, what I want to do is that I wanted to look through all of the things, like all the presentations, and take all the notes I need to do for the worksheets beforehand, so I don't have to worry about doing them when I have to do stuff for my other classes. Which, I'm actually a week ahead of 2 of my classes now. Like, I'm not joking, by the way. I am actually ahead. And in a text source here, if any of y'all know about the stuff my homework covers, please feel free to tell me. Like, feel free to tell me if you actually know any of this stuff. Like, if there's something that I'm not realizing that you know, please feel free to tell me. Because I am not someone that has all their brain cells doing the correct thing. I'm also going to make a pinned comment, like, explaining that I'm probably going to be pretty quiet, like, after this few minutes of yapping. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'm going to hopefully start on doing my homework. Pin, manually append or end of stream. What are you doing, man? Hold on, I think my little Goyle wants to leave. Oh, she jumped on my bed. Attention. Sorry, I think she just wanted some pet. She squeaked at me. Yeah. Like, as I kind of look through all of my, I'm gonna put the presentation thing on a different tab. Wait, no, not different tab, different screen. So it's kind of going to be overtaking my my dashboard. can do. I'm actually gonna go to my stream manager. And have the chat up. So that I can at least know if someone is like saying hi. Or whatever. So I'm gonna be looking through all of my presentations here. Actually, I'm gonna make this a full screen. And I am going to look through this. And then I'll be taking notes on this worksheet, you know, over here as I go through. Also, I might eventually, like, get bored out of my mind and probably, like, hop on a game or something. I'm not fully sure which game it's gonna be. Okay. Okay. So also, usually if I was, I'd probably do like a hand cam or something. But I don't really feel like doing a hand cam. So all right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. I'm also going to change the font to Alice. And but yeah, this is probably gonna take quite a bit. At least for me to kind of do. But this is kind of like just an excuse for me to, you know, work on stuff. I'll also be paid like, I don't know, 30 cents by Twitch. That, and, you know, I don't want to get too rusty with my streaming capabilities. And yes, it is going to be possible that I might do a stream where I'm working on assignments in the future. Though, it's probably not going to be anything like I like have to go into the canvas shell or fucking Lumen, cause I'd like to avoid sharing the screen in a way that could potentially dox me. Just streamer safety 101. Because most of y'all have no idea who I am in real life. But yeah. So this is probably gonna end up being about 2 pages. Also, while I would try to change the color of the font and stuff, one, I am using dark mode, and two, I am going to be printing this out. So, and I don't have a color printer, so I'm just gonna have a different typeface to signify what my answers are. Of course, when I print this out, I will write my name at the very top, which I'm not doing because that is going to lead me to dox myself. Oof, indeed. Hello, Funford. Oh, hold on. Little Uwu baby wants to read. Wait, no. Wait, Louie's all over my rug. Hello. She squeaks. She squeaks because she's boppy. She squeaks because she's boppy. You want me to put you back on the bed? Wait. she's really vocal today. I don't know why she's so vocal. But yeah. I am, like... So right now, I am working on... assignments. Because I honestly... like, I unironically decided... you know what I can do? For one of my streams? I can do assignments! Like, I'm doing this shit unironically. Also, I'm pretty sure that ads are starting soon. Oh yeah, they are starting in about 4.5 minutes. What are you doing? Hold on, I'm gonna let her leave. Would you like to leave the room so you can do more in the house? Or are you just doing this to grab my attention? Hold on. Alright. The moment I gestured for her, like, as a way like, to tell her that she can leave my room, she bolted and out of the room. But yeah. I probably should eventually, like, download Canvas onto my phone. So I can, so I could, like, do this on there instead. But I did not. Yeah, there's... So, I ended up doing a little bit of research, like, a few days ago as well. Because I plan on transferring to a proper university so that I can get a bachelor's degree in graphic design. And so far, I have, like, 9 courses that I have to take. One of them I have to retake because I got a D in that class, and the minimum grade I have to have for that is a C in order to transfer. Oh dang, yeah. So I'm probably gonna spend 2 more semesters in my community college before I transfer to that university. So yeah. That is going to take a while, but at least pretty much all of them are, you know, art classes. Pretty much all of the classes I have to take are related to art, so it's possible that I can stream myself working on those assignments. As long as I make sure the file name does not have my last name in it. Or I'll, like, use my initials or something. But anyway. You guys are starting soon, so I'm probably going to, like, take a small break. Even though I haven't really made all that much progress. In terms of, you know, getting my assignment done. At the very least, chat, like at the very least, these aren't due until like October, so I have time to work on these. I just wanted to get at least a few of them out of the way. Because of the very simple fact that I have like a few of my classes end like in like the very first. For one of them, it ends on the last week of October, and that is this class. And the other one ends in, like, early November, technically. So I want to try and at least have some of these worksheets done. So that I don't have to worry too much about them later on. I mean, I am ahead of I'm ahead of two of my classes by a week. But one of those classes is kind of like one that lasts the whole semester, and the other one is one of the classes that ends in like the final week of October. So yeah. That's probably gonna be like something that I do. You know. During my semester. Like, luckily after November is when I'll be able to start streaming on 2 days of the week. And you'll probably be doing an stream because when your nephew into marking papers. Understandable! So, yeah. Let me just go back to Google Chrome because I have both Opera and Google Chrome up. Because I'm using Google Chrome just for my classwork. Because I couldn't figure out how to, like, get that stuff transferred to Opera. So, I'm actually gonna bring this over to my main screen. Alright. I'm also gonna look some stuff up. So this is probably gonna take me a bit. And if I'm feeling like very inattentive, I might like switch over to writing or something along those lines. But for now, I am just gonna do my best. Which... Okay, defibs plus .au, which means it's probably Australian. Like an Australian website. So... Okay. Switch this to this font. And but yeah. And now I'm going to put this back on full screen. Also, I think I'm going to decrease the font size for all of this by about 2 points. And 10 points with the Alice font, which luckily has the same height as the Arial font. And then... Feeling a little understimulated, so I'm gonna yoink a haichu to consume as I do this. Oh yeah. So let me decrease the font size. Alright. I believe that this is... I can consider this done, I believe. Also... But yeah. I believe I can now consider this assignment complete. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to assignments. And I'm going to switch this to the ODF format. That is done. And I'm actually gonna go to file and print. Print this out. Cross this out from my to-do list. And I am going to go ahead and leave for a little bit so that I can go grab the worksheet. Alright. I have printed out the worksheet. So I'm going to go and put my name on it because it's now printed out. Now I'm going to go ahead and open this. And all right. Hello, Edis. It's true, I am working on the homework while live. Because homework does not stop when grade school stops. And I'm going to grab the folder that my health class stuff is in. And I don't need to, like... So for the worksheets, I technically don't have to do them often. Like, when it comes to the assignments I'm currently doing, like, as they are, I currently don't need to, like, really focus on working on them. And that's why I'm kind of doing them today. You know, on a Sunday. Because it gives me more time to do stuff for other classes. So, actually, my syllabus. And what I'm doing right now is due on October 21st. Which is a Tuesday, which is when I have my classes. And given that the class starts at like 5 p.m., which is usually when I end my streams, by the way. It's probably, for some of y'all, it would be like Monday at midnight, like for y'all when I submit these. But, yeah. So, to kind of explain some stuff, there are currently two things that are like a little more important that I have to do. That is the research paper, and I also have a disaster kit. Which, depending on if I'm able to kind of do them, I might switch one of my Tales of Berseria or art streams so that I can, work on those assignments. Luckily, after October, because, actually, hold on. I'm gonna quickly go to the calendar on the Canvas shell. Because I know that my very last class for the assignments I'm doing right now are... The final class for that is October 28th. So, yeah. So, I'm currently checking and... Okay, so the final exam for my college composition class, which is one of the classes I'm currently ahead of by a week, that is due on November 1st. And that is the final assignment for that class specifically. So because of this, once, my first two of my classes have ended, because like two of my classes are throughout the semester. Like they last the whole 15 weeks. The rest of them are kind of like stacked. So there is going to be a period like during the entirety of October when I have like all 5 classes. And that includes the class where I have the Saturday lab, which is why I haven't really been live on Saturdays when I could have. So, yeah. But once both of my 10-week once my 2 early 10-week classes end, I technically only have like 3 classes left to do. And 2 of them are connected because one of them is a support class for the other. So during those times, I am going to be working on like streaming on Sundays and Mondays. Because like for some of the assignments I have, they are all due on Fridays. And since I won't have in-person classes on Tuesday after through the end of October, I will instead be doing my classes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I am going to be figuring out a schedule for some of my classes. I mean, not classes, my streams. That's what I meant to say. So, once I'm closer to November and December, I'll be figuring out what I'm going to be doing. Because I know that for my experience with my current semester, as I have gone through the first 2 weeks of classes, is that I was able to get ahead of 2 of my classes. One of them is my math class, which is referred to as quantitative reasoning. And the second one is my college composition 2 class, which is also one of the classes I'm required to take in order to transfer to the university I plan on attending in the future. But yeah. So, yeah. Luckily, since the next classes I have to take in order to transfer, they're pretty much all classes that require drawing, because it's been a long time since I've done any classes where I can draw regularly. I'm probably going to spend some I'm probably going to do something like on like a certain day of the week, if I don't have like a scheduled class, like if it's asynchronous, I'm going to dedicate that day to stream myself, probably like working on all of my art assignments. Of course, this isn't going to include the class I have to retake, because that's like an art history course. It doesn't really require drawing. It requires a textbook. So, but luckily for the rest of the classes I have, I believe I have them written down on my notes app. So, the classes I need to take to transfer are History and Appreciation of Art 2, which is the class I took a few semesters ago, but didn't get a high enough grade for the minimum to transfer to the university, so I have to retake it. Typography 2, which I already took Typography 1, but I need to take Typography 2 in order to transfer. I also have Introduction to Computer Graphics, which, given that I've been digitally drawing for the past like 5 or 6 years, I honestly don't really need it, but it's probably a good idea if I do take it, because it's a requirement, like a prerequisite for some of my other classes. Video techniques. Interactive Design 1, I believe. Which I actually think I don't have to take Interactive Design 1, because the minimum amount of credits is 3 for that class. And I already have like 3 credits in that class. It's just that I need 4 for the institution I'm currently at. Motion graphics 1 is another that I need, and that's like kind of like an animation course, I believe, which I already took an animation class like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And then I also have a communication arts workshop, which I require permission from the visual arts department in order to take. So I plan on doing that like around next year in the fall 2026 semester. And then the final class I have is 3-dimensional design, which I already took 2-dimensional design. But yeah. So yeah. I don't think I'll be able to kind of work on all of these like assignments I plan on doing, because I have like, after the one I just did, 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I have written down for my to-do list. But I've already done some of this course, some of them. It's been taking me like an hour to do them because I keep getting distracted and yapping. Because I'm kind of sort of in streamer mode as I'm doing all these. So, I think I'm only going to be able to get 4 of them done. Also, I completely forgot to do a proper intermission. But honestly, I think I'm going to wait until, like, I get to the 2-hour point of streaming. Of, like, so, like, once I'm at the 2-hour point of the stream, which we're currently an hour in, so after I go to the 2nd hour of stream, I'll do my intermission. Also, I could always have, like, this document here on, like, you know, half screen, but it's going to look weird if I do that. And, you know, not have my other screen showing, like what I'm doing also. So I'm going to move this screen over. So I'm going to start looking at the thing I am doing. So apparently there's like a bunch of different types of ways to do CPR, or like rescue breaths. There's a bunch of different ways to do rescue breaths. There's mouth to barrier, which is like the safest way likely to do it, because you don't go into contact with the patient's saliva. There's also mouth to mouth, which is the most commonly known form of it. Mouth to nose. And then mouth to stoma, which is essentially a breathing hole in the lower neck. Not a lot of people have a stoma. But yeah. Those are like all the ways you can do rescue breaths. But I feel like it's probably like the best to like do mouth to barrier with a pocket mask. Or like a bag mask. But yeah. So this is rescue breathing. Also, I am, of course, saving these as a different document so that I can always print out the blank version for when I am in the lectures. So in case I get anything wrong, I can easily correct it. So I'm going to do a highlight for this. But that's just because I don't want to bother. I don't know how to like do a circle thing. So I'm gonna go back to this. But yeah. I'm probably just gonna chill out for a little bit. Actually, where did I put my case that has my where did I put it? Where did it go? appears that I have mislocated an object. That is very awkward. Actually, hold on. Let me go. Put this thing away. Where the hell did I put my capasto? Oh, there it is. It fell and was hidden behind the curtain. Oh well. Yes. This combined with, the music and me taking my Adderall earlier is kind of like how I try to make sure I'm able to keep focus on what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna consume this caramel. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. I think that's correct. Hold on. Okay, it's every 2 minutes. Alright. Alright. 2 to 3 seconds. Which is about 20 to 30 breaths a minute. Each breath in. One second? 1 to 2 seconds, maybe? And you check pulse every 2 minutes. Let's also look this up. Okay, so I found the answer. Alright. And those were the only 5 questions in here. So I'm going to save this as... And... assignments, HLT... And that was pretty quick. So now I'm going to go to the CPR or worksheet. And I'm also going to download the pediatric version of it, because I have to do both. Okay, there we go. Now, CPR. If it's going to load in the first place. Document is still processing. Try again. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna close this document and CPR worksheet. And let's transfer this. Full screen. So I'm gonna zoom in on this as well. Okay. So, I believe that ads are going to be starting in... Okay, they start in 11 minutes. Should be enough for me to do some of this stuff. Also, this is, in fact, 2 pages. So... Also, yes, male gender is literally in here. As, like, one of the unchangeable risk factors. For whatever reason. And then... smoking... All right. Hmm. But yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. So. So. I'll have to recheck this, but I think this is the correct answers. No. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on. I'm gonna have to look some of this stuff up. Okay, hmm. I'm gonna copy and paste this. Okay, Okay, also, chat. So chat, the answer turned in 4 minutes, but I'm probably going to continue working on this so that I'm able to get it done. Okay, alright, let's change that font. What is an oropharyngeal airway? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, it's a medical device used to maintain an open airway in patients who are unconscious or have difficulty breathing. Okay, Mayo Clinic. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, gastric inflation. Okay, alright. So... Okay. Okay, So... Okay, let me look some stuff up. All right. Ads have started. I just gotta take a break. Okay. Okay, all right. So that should be all for this worksheet. And I can cut that out. And now I'm going to open the pediatric one. So, yeah. I'm gonna start off with the depth of compressions because so depth of compressions I'll start with first. So and then that. Copy and paste. So I'm also going to look through this again. Actually, I'm gonna see if there's another presentation here. Okay, there's not. From what I can see. So I'm gonna... So I'm going to continue doing this for the next 22 or so minutes. Which is probably gonna take a long time. So... Red cross. Okay, actually, hold on. I just realized just something. I should probably be using my, the text I have for my, class from the American Heart Association in order to do these worksheets. So Yeah. Hmm. What you grabbed is a BLS thing as well. Okay, hmm. Hmm. Okay, I believe it's page 47. Let me just do this. All right. I should probably be using these more often. Okay. I think I'm going to change this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. Here we go. There's that. I'm actually gonna return to my my Opera GX tab or window for this. So there's also a section about putting an 80 on a child, which is in part 5. No, part 4. Part 5 is team dynamics. So universal steps. It doesn't say anything. I have to return to look this up. So I think the answer is here is yes. You know, I was on the wrong. Let's change the font. Also, I think I might go do my intermission in a little bit. So like, once I'm getting close to the ad starting, I'm going to take a break. Okay. So... Okay, I'm putting 2 question marks on this one. Then for my answer... Oh. Just in case. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Okay, I am halfway through, I believe. But I am probably going to print out, like, blank sheets. Like, where I haven't, like, done any modifications to the documents. In case I accidentally do get stuff wrong and I am in the lectures. So, yeah. I'm going to start my intermission now. So I'll be seeing y'all in a few minutes after I use the bathroom and do all that sort of stuff. I'll be back. Welcome back. I'm back. Sorry I took so long. I was kind of fighting for my life in there. But I'm back. At the very least. But yeah. So, yeah. The intermission went on for a long time, but that's because I was generally like fighting for my life in the bathroom. Not like literally though, like kind of metaphorically. I'm gonna consume a high too. Wish I couldn't do this. Okay, alright. Mm-hmm. Alright. Also, in a little bit. I'm probably going to like... Actually... I think I'm gonna wait a little bit before I go and refill my water. Let me go to the table of contents. Choking in an adult, child, or infant. Okay. All right. Also, I'm going to decrease the size of my face. Mm-hmm. All right. So hold on. Let me change this all to the Alice font. But at least I'm almost done with this. So after this, I just have the AED worksheet, controlling bleeding, shock and burns. So okay. And So... So... Ah, yes. I'm looking at something from the Cleveland Clinic for this. And it says you feel something go down the wrong pipe and you start coughing intensely until it comes out. And that is like partial choking. Okay. So... Right, and... button one... And this is done! Oops. I accidentally pressed the spacebar as I was crossing that thing out. Okay, save as. Assignments. And now we can go into something a little more fun. The AED. So, let me just go back. Oh, there was a presentation for choking. Let me download that. And here we go. All right. So, I might be able to complete all of the worksheets I plan on doing today, which means this will give me more time to do the rest of the worksheets on my own time. And maybe look through my workbooks to see if I got anything wrong. And then maybe like time. I'm gonna maybe do a little bit of writing. But I'm actually gonna go run ads now and like do some stuff before I kind of get started on this. I'm also gonna go water, so I'll be back. Anyway, I'm back. Everybody young. And apparently I have an appointment tomorrow. With my allergist. It's gonna be with the whole family. Or at least just like me, my mom, and my brother. I have no idea how long. So... Oh, that did not properly switch. So, yeah. Alright. Hold on. Alright. Alright. So... yeah, I also have my to-do list for my next art stream. Written down. Which is... like... that's going to happen in 2 weeks from now, so the 21st of September. Some of the stuff I'm probably going to like do beforehand, so that I just need to do like the line art and the screen tones, instead of like having to worry about all the sketching and stuff. Which I'll probably do, like, in the future. Yeah, also. Yeah. So, next stream is going to be a gaming stream. Alright. Alright. Okay, CPR1.com. Also, I'm going to look this up. All right. Okay. And okay. So 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 hold on. All right. And now let's save this as a text document. Also, all of these things are like they're all like fucking Adobe Illustrator files. Which I find really weird. Like, it does not make sense. It's to me. And I don't even have access to Adobe Illustrator with my student account. So here we go. At start, by the way, I'm going to probably like take a break and, you know, move some of the assignments I have in my downloads folder into the proper folders that they're meant to be in. Also, let me just close all these. So, if I can even type correctly. But yeah. But yeah. Also, I am going to through my workbooks again. Okay, page 39. Here we go. Okay. So, Guess I'll have to look some of this stuff up. Alright. And okay. Let me change the fonts over here and there. Okay, and let me center a line. All right. Yeah. And that. And okay. And here we go. That is the bleeding worksheet. Which save as we do that. So as they're going to be starting pretty soon, I'm going to go ahead and download the shock document along with the burns worksheet. So I'm gonna close that, open the burns revised. Wait, no. I'm meant to open shock. Hold on. I have to switch all of these to automatic. All right. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and okay. Page 42. So but yeah. I'll see how quickly I can do this before ads. Faint. I'm gonna highlight all of that. Okay. Okay, And that is... The bee sting thing is also true. And anaphylaxis is breathing problems. Okay, stop bleeding. I believe this also mentions anaphylaxis. Okay. 27. So... Let me grab this. Alright. And that was finished before ads could even start. So... Here we go. I'm gonna go here to Burns. Go to the PowerPoint. Yeah, ads are starting soon, so I'm going to wait for ads to end before I continue working on any more of my worksheets. So... So I'm going to use all of these. Anyway, ads are now going on. So... Now I'm going to go into my... MDE... There we go. Let me just... This is MDE. Alright. So that didn't take too long. But yeah. I just have... this one thing to do. But once I'm finished with this, I'm probably gonna end stream, maybe write out into someone. And I don't know. But yeah. Essentially, I'm gonna do my best to like So, welcome back from ads, everyone. So, for today, I only have one more worksheet to do, technically, for my to-do list. But I'm, going to be working on this. Which is the final thing I plan on doing for today. I'm probably going to end up finishing it before the 4-hour mark of stream. Which, in the case of that happening, I'm probably just going to end stream early. And maybe, like, use the time left I have to work on some other assignments for my other classes. Like, do a discussion post and all that. That sort of stuff. Maybe grab some sources for my research paper I have to do. But yeah. Hopefully next stream, when I go live, I will not be working on worksheets like this. But instead, more like gaming. But I think in reality, I might like swap the days around for those. For my art stream and my Tales of Berseria stream. Like, depending on how I feel, because for me, I want to try and get some of the stuff I have done as quickly as I possibly can. Luckily, I'm already ahead of one of my classes, so I don't have to worry too much about, like, some courses I have. However, there are some issues that I feel might come up. 'Cause I, of course, you know, I often struggle a lot with motivation, but luckily I've been able to get all of my assignments done on time despite that. But one of the important things is that I kind of like need to do I want to get ahead in some of my classes as much as I can, like my math class, so that I have time to work on my more urgent classes, which are my English composition and health classes. So, yeah. That is, what I have to do. I know that eventually I am going to, start doing some other things. So, yeah. And change it all to this font. All right. So, so, all right. on, typeface. But yeah. Do some stretching. Just in case. Because I'm feeling a little stiff. It's a bad idea to be stiff at all. But yeah. Yeah. Also, I have burned myself on accident on like a tray of mac and cheese. Yes, I am. It is true. I have burned myself on accident and on a glass tray that was full of mac and cheese. The mac and cheese betrayed me that day. It sucked. Pretty bad. Because my same food, like my safe food, betrayed me that day. I don't even remember what it was for. Or like some sort of event involving, I don't know. So... And then electrical burns. And here we go. That is done. So, yeah. be it for me for today. Because, you know, this is all I really planned on doing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 worksheets have been done within about 3.5 hours. So, next week I'm either going to be doing stuff for my research paper, for graphics, or I'm going to be playing Tales of Berseria. That entirely depends on whatever I feel like doing that day. But yeah. So I think for today, as I still have some time before I, I still have some time before my Adderall completely runs out. So I don't think I'm going to do any of my writing-based assignments. I think instead I'm going to work on some of the art for my, the graphics for my health class, which I was just doing stuff for. Because the paper I have to do is due in 13 days, I think. Wait, no, 23 days. So I have time for that. And I want to try and get some of that stuff done as quickly as I am able to do them. Because that class is a 10-week course, along with my English class, but from what I've learned, I figured out that apparently I struggle a lot with doing math stuff. No, not math stuff. Stuff for my English classes, or writing when I start them when I reach the half-life, or several hours after I took my Adderall. Usually if I want to get stuff related to English done, it's usually within the first few hours of taking my Adderall, or just as I take it. So because of that, I don't think I'm going to work on any of my English class stuff. But I think I might either work on my the graphics for my research paper for my health class, some of the assignments in my quantitative reasoning class, or some of the stuff in my support class for my quantitative reasoning class. I'm not fully sure. I probably need to eat something first though, because I'm getting kind of hungry. And I'm probably also going to make another to-do list for some of the stuff I need to do. Because I figured out my to-do list for this week and next week. So weeks 3 and 4 of my classes. And if I am somewhat ahead, I will have a lot more time to do certain things. So I'm probably going to submit my research topic to my professor tomorrow after I go to my appointment with the allergist with my family. Of course, I'm probably going to ask my mom what time we are going to be going, you know, after I end stream. Because I'm gonna have to, like, set an alarm or something so that I can wake up on time. But yeah. Depending on when it, starts, I might be able to, like, do some assignments that I can, like, easily do. That might not take a lot of time. Or just work a little bit on the graphics for my research paper. So, yeah. I'll be here next week at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't think I'll be making it like a general schedule, but I'll probably, like, in the Discord, I'll make an announcement saying the days that I'll be streaming. Like the streams where I'll hopefully be live. Because I, want to have the opportunity to work on some of these assignments. But also have the time to stream. And obviously, I can't really do that if I'm constantly late on assignments. But luckily, since I'm ahead on a few of them, I feel like eventually I might be able to, like, spend a few weeks streaming. And depending on what I'm able to do, like, this week, on the 14th, wait, I gotta check something real quick. So, on the 15th of this month, so in like 8 days, Little Witch in the Woods is officially releasing. The official release was meant to happen a few days ago, but because of Silk Song, and the developers had to delay it. Depending on how much I'm able to do, like, before my courses start, before the week starts, I'm going to try and spend that day dedicated, like, I will try to dedicate next week on Monday. I'll try to play Little Witch in the Woods on that day to see how much they improved. Of course, this is probably not going to be a full guarantee. But at the very least, I should be able to at least do Little Witch in the Woods eventually. But yeah. I'm going to be here next week on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah. I'll be here next week, and maybe next week's Monday, depending on how much progress I'm able to do, and like, if I feel like I can afford to just take a day to just play a video game. So, I'll be seeing y'all next week. Bye, y'all!